What is happening, guys? I wanted to circle around on something that I had posted on social media, Instagram, I think, a couple months ago, where I showed a picture of a pocket knife I was going to start carrying every day and do a quick review. So it was the Eickhorn Pocket Rescue Tool, and I just wanted to circle around real quick. Carried it for the last few months and just stopped carrying it because I had a little bit of an issue with it. So I thought I'd do the quick little wrap up and put a fork in it. So here's the knife. Comes in this nice tin. It's made in Germany by Eickhorn. They make knives for the German army. I think they make all their standard issue knives. It wasn't cheap. It was around $100 when I bought it about a year ago. And here it is. So standard pocket knife. It is specs real quick. Overall length is 20.5 centimeters, blade length is 8.4 centimeters, blade thickness 2.5 millimeters, weight 125 grams, and the steel is Bowler N695. I was going to do the conversion to imperial, but I'm lazy, so figure it out. Here's the knife, some of the features. It's got this integrated like seatbelt cutter, which is kind of cool. It's a really sharp, like almost like a razor blade, which is kind of neat. Glass breaker on the back, which is cool. That's one of the main reasons I liked it. It was kind of a neat feature to have in a pocket knife. Nice blade. It's held an edge really well. Nice serrations. I've used it to cut quite a bit, and the finish held up really well. You can see it's a little worn off, but man, I kind of put a hurting on this a few times, and the finish just stayed on the knife pretty well. So I liked the knife. I wanted to like the knife, but last time I was camping, or time before last, we were camping with the whole family. I got caught on something as I walked by, and the pocket clip snapped off. And it snapped off relatively easy, and it was kind of a bummer, so I just stopped carrying it. You can see it's only on there on these two little spots because it goes around that pin. You can see where it snapped off there, so it really only makes contact on those two little areas. And I didn't catch it that hard. I just was walking by something and ping, it snapped off. So I contacted Eickhorn on their website twice, and I haven't heard back. I guess that's one of the downsides to doing business with a foreign company or buying a foreign product like this made in another country. Because really, I just wanted a replacement clip. I would probably carry the knife again off and on because I really like it, or wanted to like it, but now it's just literally a pocket knife. I mean, I can't clip it like on my pocket like I like to. So haven't been carrying it, and I'm going to kind of consider it done. I'll throw it in the camping kit and use it like that, I guess, from now on, or in the glove compartment, maybe. But yeah, kind of a bummer. I don't know if I would necessarily recommend it. I didn't think the clip was going to be the weak link because it's typical German quality. It's really well made. But I guess it is what it is. And you can disassemble it, which is nice. This is why I asked for a new clip, because it comes with this little tool. It's got these two little prongs on it, and it kind of, you can see that on there. It goes that, and you can tighten up and loosen the blade friction, and then you can take it all the way apart. Torque spits on the end. You can take the knife completely apart and clean it and maintain it. So I'm hoping I can find a source just to get a new clip. And at least get it back up and 100% functional. I mean, it works as a knife, but I really like carrying my pocket knives in a pocket clip, so kind of a bummer. So that's that. I'll put a fork in that. She done. And the other thing is, I've been on the lookout for a fixed blade knife. One of the things I have noticed camping, over the last several months is that I kind of have a need for like just a utility type style knife that you can have on your belt, fixed blade, because pocket knives aren't always handy or aren't the right tool for the job. So I shopped around online recently, just looking for something not too fancy, and I settled on one. So this is what I went with. It's the Ontario Knife Company model 499 survival knife. It's also, I think it's known as like the Aircrew Knife. It's issued by the U.S. military to aircrews, or at least it was, in survival kits and survival gear. So here's what it comes with. And it's kind of fits exactly what I was looking for. I didn't want a huge long blade. This is a 5-inch blade. I wanted just a straight blade. I didn't want it serrated down here, but it does have the little saw serrations up here, so I get that, which is a bonus. And I wanted something I could really hammer with. There's been times where I needed to smack things in back at the property, or smack nails in, or use something as a blunt force instrument. And this has a really nice steel base cap on it, so it fit everything I was looking for. Specs on it real quick. Overall length 9.5 inches. Let's see, hardness is 50 to 55 HRC. I guess that's Rockwell hardness. Plain edge, made in the USA, which is cool, I thought. The handle is brown stacked leather, which is kind of neat because it'll probably get a cool patina coloring over time. And the blade is a flat bevel with swedge. And I looked up what swedge was, and I guess it's the parts of the blade that aren't sharpened but are beveled down. It's not just a solid blade, it steps down, I think. Learn something every day. And it's zinc phosphate coated. So, and this thing's been in service. I mean, they started making these for the Air Force and the Army, 40, 50 years ago. And I know the Ontario Knives been making knives under military contract forever, so it's decent quality. The thing's, it's good quality, and it's not something commercial grade and highly polished. I didn't want something like that. I wanted something that I can beat on and just use as a tool. So this should fit the bill. Kind of a cool blade shape too. You see, it looks almost like a pirate sword or something. Kind of cool. But yeah, it's not super long. It's only 5 inches, so that's cool. And it comes with a sheath. This leather sheath with a integrated little sharpening stone, which I thought was kind of a cool feature. If you were out in the bush or walking around somewhere and needed to put an edge black on your blade real quick, you have that ability. So it's kind of neat, and it's steel reinforced down here at the tip, and it bends around to this big steel plate reinforced in the back. Not 100% certain why it's like that. Maybe if this gets wet and the leather starts to deform, it would keep it from doing that. It's the only thing I can kind of think of. But it seems to be pretty good quality, and this is kind of what I was looking for, something small that I could just hang on my belt if I needed to, out hiking around or working on the property. And then here's the retention strap, goes around the handle. And here's what it looks like in there. Pretty cool. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped to be able to try this out and then give you a good review and see how it's worked out. It was totally affordable. I think it was 36 or 37 bucks on Amazon. And I was looking at other fixed blade knives by major brand names, that were 80 bucks, 100 bucks, 150 bucks. This is hopefully going to work out just fine. So I wanted to thank my Patreon supporters, because we used the Patreon funds to go ahead and buy this to test out. So thank you guys for that support. Definitely appreciate it. And I'm also thinking that if this works out, that this will be a giveaway. If we end up liking it and recommending it, then we'll go ahead and have some sort of, giveaway type contest with you guys like we've done in the past. And we'll give you one of these knives. It's kind of cool. So anyway, that's that. Tale of two knives here. One that wasn't so happy with, and one that I hope we're going to be happy with. So we'll see. Stick around, like and subscribe. You guys be good to one another, and we'll catch you later.